Welcome back to The Inspired Entrepreneur with Heather Hope. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Heather Hope with The Inspired Entrepreneur podcast. How are you doing today? Happy Thursday to you. Today is February 11th. 2021. I was just looking at my podcast checkoff. I have a tracker of all of the components of each podcast episode, of all the things I have to do. And we are on episode 163. So I was thinking, oh, I'm almost 200 away from being done with the year. And so I'm like, well, it's almost, I don't know. I'm like, wow, 200 more. Then I don't know what I'm going to do. We're going to see what happens at the 1 year mark. We're going to see where I am, what we're doing, what's next. I don't know. I have no plans whatsoever. None. Because it's just going to be, because I don't know yet, right? I have no idea. I have lots of things going on, so I don't know what's going to go on with this. Okay, so this is from the book, The Inspired Entrepreneur. It's a daily book. Have we figured out a name for it yet? I was going to look up the actual definition of devotional because I think it's religious related. But it's just a daily message book of law of attraction and business. And it was written for entrepreneurs, but it's fairly general enough for anybody. So there you go. So today is February 11th. We're going to jump in today since I've been talking a lot this week. If you want to manifest love, listen to the last two episodes, the 9th and the 10th, because I talk a lot about manifesting my husband and talking about all kinds of stuff like that. So let's jump in today. Today. Visualize it, daydream about it, write about it, think about it a lot, get excited about it daily. The end. There you go. So it's really anytime you think about something a lot, it becomes more in your life. It's like, how is a belief created? By thinking about something more often. Taking it in. So like if you were wanting to create something that nobody's created, you would really focus on it like that. Okay, so, or if you're creating something that a lot of other people have achieved, then the best way to do that is one of the best ways is to gather things that they have said, or because I'm in groups. I'm in one group. I'm not in that many groups because we know, but I'm in one group of a business that I've started. It's kind of like a job, but it's a business. It's a job. It's a component of. I'll let you guys know what it is soon, but I think I've mentioned it once before. But it's your own business. So, and I'm in a group with the course that I'm taking that to teach me how to do this particular thing. And what I do, what the person who teaches, gosh, I don't know where I took a little break. I did the last couple episodes and then I went to get the mail. And now I came back and I'm like, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what to even, words aren't coming out. They're not coming out right. So let's start speaking more clearly. There we go. So at the beginning of each month, the instructor, the guy, the coach, whatever, who teaches us, he will ask, hey, what did you make this past month? Because, money is inspiring and it's a very lucrative, job. And so I love those posts because I love seeing they share the screenshots from a particular website that they track all of their income and basically their whole business. And I love seeing it. Love it because I'm seeing what people have already created. And it's what I want to create. So we're talking, we're talking, if you want numbers, we're talking anywhere, well, anywhere from, just a tiny bit to, 20, as high as I have a screenshot from a couple months ago from somebody, and I don't know who it is, who was making somewhere between 20 to 33,000 a month. And we're not talking about anything that's not legit. This is a super legit, very professional industry, very professional industry. And so those things inspire me because I love money. I love making lots of money. And I love making money fast. I have that affirmation on my whiteboard. I heard that from an Abraham video of like, don't you like making money fast? And the guy's like, yeah. And he's like, okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Making lots of money fast. And so when I get a boost from seeing those posts, and I've got lots of screenshots saved in my phone. So anytime I need a little boost of like, oh yeah, this is what people are creating. This is what I've been trained to do. And now I can do the same thing. It's just the believability, because if other people have done it, then it's believable, right? Now, Abraham has talked about things that people have not done that most people would think would be not believable. And they said, and I love this, that, be your own statistic. Like, be the first. Like, because you can literally do or have anything you want. You just have to focus and believe in it. And so it's easier to believe something that has been already done, right? And so often lots of people still don't believe it. Lots of people don't believe that they can do it. And they'll come up with 20 excuses of why they think that, right? So if you want to create something that others have created, find those people. Now, not necessarily like do what they say to do, because I don't believe in that, but they may give you some little tidbits that may be very helpful to you. But it's more about being inspired that they've done it. I think that's the most powerful part. It's not about duplicating what they've done, because you could do it easier. The path of least resistance for you could be a different way. And that's what is the most important part, is following your path of least resistance to the thing that you want, not replicating what other people have done. Now, a lot of people have found success in doing that. There's nothing wrong with that. You can do whatever you want to do, right? And so I have to remind myself all the time that I can still do whatever I want to do. So if I want to follow somebody's footsteps and that sounds like a good idea to me, or I get excited about what they've done it and how they've done it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I love that. I love that marketing technique. Or I love, yes, oh my God, that is so smart. You know what I mean? Like, I'll get those tidbits. Like, occasionally I'll watch a video from somebody who does this job. And so I've come up with this thing where I learn something new from each video. Like, each person has like a golden nugget for me. If I watch their video, then I'm going to get something out of it. And so often that's the case. It's like, I will get another little piece of like, that's such a good idea. Or sometimes it's like, no, I really don't like that idea, so I'm not going to do that. But, so find the people who've already done it to make things more believable. But if nobody has ever done it, then that's on you to believe that anything is possible. So going back to today, visualize it, daydream about it, write about it, think about it a lot, get excited about it daily. I think it's fun. I think it's so fun to do all of those things. It keeps me going. It keeps me reminded of what I'm doing. Like, because sometimes some of these things take some time to line up. Sometimes you have to wait a bit on something to come in. Like if you're in a industry that has licensing, which I am, there's a bit of a wait here and there on certain things. And during that wait, you have to stay positive. You have to stay in that flow, especially so these things can speed up, so that the waiting process doesn't have to be as long and it can be more enjoyable. So if you're excited about it, there's a lot of people in this group that are discouraged by not getting enough business, and they focus on that, and then they continue not to get any business. It's like this continuous negative energy, negative thought patterns. And I gave one person advice on she needs to get into the energy of it. And one of the things, our coach is very like motivational or inspirational, whatever you want to call it. I don't listen to him all the time, but because I like the actual nuggets of what the job is. I don't need to be rah rah cheered. I don't. I am really good at doing that myself. I don't like to be motivated. I like to be inspired. So a lot of the mindset stuff I already know, and a lot of that mindset stuff is not what I believe. Like, you got to hustle, you got to work hard. No, you don't really. You really don't. So I don't listen to that stuff, but I listen to the actual, like, what to do on this form and how to fill this out and and some cool marketing things that I could do to, but the energy, it's his energy, his enthusiasm is very contagious. That's his energy, right? So I told this woman, watch all of those. He does it every other week. Like, watch those, like watch them daily, because what you need is his energy to amp you up, and you'll get more calls. So, because a lot of people just are like, oh, it's so slow, or blah, 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 whatever. And it's like, you got to amp up the energy, and you got to focus on what you want. That's it. Okay, I'm going to let you go. Let's go short today. I talked a lot already this week, so I will talk to you again tomorrow, and have an amazing rest of your Thursday. Bye, guys.